Are we good? Okay, so before I start, I want us all to take 3 deep breaths together. So on the count of 3, I want us all to inhale, and then we'll exhale, and we're going to do this 3 times. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, breathe in, and exhale. One again, and exhale. Last time. In many ways, what we just did is yoga. Yoga is connecting breath with asanas, or physical movements. Yoga's been around for over 5,000 years. A lot of people think it's just a big trend, but it's not. It's just catching on a lot more in the United States. And there's a reason why. There's a lot of benefits to yoga, and I want to talk to you guys about them. First, yoga forces us to relax. Breathing like we just did actually releases hormones that are the opposite of hormones that cause us distress. If you're like me and you have a really stressful job, this benefit alone is a reason to do yoga. Yoga also helps our flexibility. I know so many people who say, oh, I'm not flexible enough to do yoga. But this is exactly the point of why you should do yoga. It's never too late to start stretching your muscles. And yoga can help us do that safely. This is why a lot of athletes do yoga. Versus rushing into a sport and then stretching after, you can easily strain something. Yoga also helps us with strength. Unlike some activities, yoga uses all of our muscles equally. And yoga also strengthens muscles that we need for simple things like aging and growing older. It can help us have better posture. It can help us in things as simple as walking, and even to more complex things like soccer or a lot of athletic sports and things like that. Yoga also makes us happy. Believe it or not, this is scientifically proven. This is why yoga is being used to treat things like depression and obsessive compulsive disorder. If you've ever been to a yoga studio and you see students come out after a class, you'll notice they're really happy. There's something to yoga. Lastly, yoga is really inexpensive. All you need to do is space and a mat. And even the mat is optional. Yoga is really catching on. There's a lot of studios in cities. Also, you can find really cheap and easy classes online. So those are some benefits of yoga. I hope you guys think about incorporating it into your life, or at minimum, just take some breaths and you'll feel a little bit better.
All right, good. This is off topic, but do you ever do Bikram yoga?
I don't.
Okay.
I do a lot of
Because people in Bikram are angry. I
do it, but I prefer vinyasa.
Yeah.
Because
people are so intense, they're looking at themselves.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was just but great. I thought you had great facial expressions, and you really use your body well. And I was wondering what you thought about the way that she did her pacing in her arms. And
yeah, I think she's very deliberate with her hand motions, which is great. Like I thought yesterday too, she was a good example of how to pace your hands. I also think her voice pace is excellent. Very easy to understand and follow. She doesn't talk too fast. She doesn't mumble. So
yeah,
thank you.
And good facial expressions, just like you were just doing your eyebrows, and it's really engaging. A couple ums, but not too bad. So review that on your tape.
Okay.
Other comments?
I think she puts her whole body language actually into
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, as opposed to just your hands or just using your whole body.
Right.
It brings us in.
you're connected to your body. That's good.
It's yoga.
Yeah, it works really well.
Yeah.
Well for that as well.
And referring to the notes on your phone was very natural.
Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't distracting.
Just made it look so easy. You're just kind of thumbing through it.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that worked really well. Like we were talking about how you might be able to use a device or even an iPad or something like that would work. One of the things in terms of organization, you had a lot of points. So how many points did you have total?
There were 4.
Okay. So, and I felt like you could have toned it down a little bit. You could have maybe gone more in depth in less points because some of your transitions were like, and also this about the cheap. For example, at the end you said, okay, it's affordable, and then also this, and then also this.
Got it.
So I think you could have toned down the points and then just put more detail into the points. But that was just a minor thing in terms
Okay.
of organization. Yesterday, I remember you had 5 main points with the S's, but we were able to remember them. So maybe thinking about how you can use transitions to make it all connect and just make it a little bit tighter.
Okay.
You know, that really kind of a minor point on that one if we're talking about organization. So, other comments?
I want to try yoga now.
Yay, that's the point.
Yeah.